Alright guys, here with another video, and this time we got my boy Wesley. He's been recording the videos lately, shout out to him. We're going to profile his Thunder Dragon Crusadia. He's got his own tweak on things, and it's pretty standard for the most part, but he wants to go into detail about the cards because for the people that don't know and don't really pay attention to the meta.
Alright guys, let's start out with Crusadias. We got one Maximus.
Turn around.
Alright, so playing one Maximus, 2 Arborea. I'll explain the count afterwards. 3 Reclusia, and then 3 Draco. So I've seen builds playing like 3 of all the Crusadias, but I wanted space for other things just to be a little bit more versatile. Like, yes, you want to see a Crusadia, but at the same time, you don't want to see all Crusadias, because then your hand's honestly just kind of trash. Because you also need the dangers and stuff in your opening hand so that you can like dig through your deck. I've seen deck profiles where people are playing like 2 of this or whatever. I play through this because you want to see it. Like, yes, I understand it's good to search off for Clusia, or not Clusia's, Magius, but you can search something else. You just need a level 4 dragon at all times. It's always good to have it in this deck because that's what lets you pop off on your combo. The 3 Reclusia, obviously, for going second or whatever, you can. It's good for help breaking boards, especially if you're playing like a mirror or just the Crusadia, another Crusadia deck. If they leave like a Saryuja, what I did like the other day, I went undefeated. What I did was he had a Saryuja up, so I went special with the Reclusia, target itself, target your. He had a Crystal Wing up, target your Crystal Wing. He tried to negate it, and I was like, no, because this Saryuja's going to be chain link too, because it's going to trigger regardless. You don't get activated. So it's just good for breaking boards and such. And I was playing 2 of this because it's a light target and 1 Arborea, but I realized like against Salamangreats and stuff, when they want to rage you, it's just better to have this in the grave so that you can banish it to protect your Magius and your Draco. Next to the dangers, obviously 2 of all the best dangers. Yeah, they got semi-limited, but we don't care, they're still amazing. Alright, so of course 2 of the best ones because they're just the best, and the Bigfoot, that's pretty much standard. I've seen people playing like 3 Mothman or a Mothman and a Chupacabra and a Bigfoot and not this, but I did not want to cut back on the dangers from the way it was previously, because like I said earlier, you need to see those dangers in hand. It doesn't matter like if you have a bunch of Crusadias to start the combo or whatever, if you get stopped, you need to see these dangers to help push. Pretty much almost any hand without at least 1 danger is going to be a trash hand. So Mothman, it kind of sucks that your opponent gets to draw, but at the same time it's still good because you get to draw. Either way, you're getting a draw, so you're getting to fix your hand, getting to see more cards in your deck. So yeah, we're definitely going to play 2 of that. And Chupacabra, it's okay, but it's only good later in the game when you have a danger in the grave, which I don't like that because I want all my dangers to be good like early game. Now, you might say that Thunderbird and Bigfoot are not good early game, but they are level 8s, which helps. The Chupacabra's a level 4, so that doesn't really do anything for your deck, but these are both level 8s, and this helps with like Twin Twister and whatnot to help pop an extra face-up card or whatever. And I mean, this sometimes comes up with popping a set, but really it's just a level 8 and it's a beater. That's the main reasons we play it. Onto the Thunders. 2 Dark, 2 Roar, 1 Hawk, a Duo, and of course the 3 Vanillas.
3 OG Thunder Dragon.
Yep. So, 3 OGs. So we're no longer playing Batteryman Solar because it conflicts with the Crusadias. You want to always normal summon these to start the play instead of normal summon the Batteryman Solar. But you do still need to dump your Thunders, but we'll get to that later. I have a way to do that. So you have to play these. Obviously, you have to play this to have a target. I've seen people wanting to play 2 Hawk just to have more Thunder names, which, I mean, I can see their point. But at the same time, I don't really want to open this. Like before, I have another video up on YouTube on a Teammates page, shout out Teammate, where I'm playing 2 Hawk, but I was also playing the 3 Solar back then. So it was okay to open this because you could just Battery Man Solar, throw your roar, discard this, special the roar, get a token, and then you can like special summon the danger, and boom, there you go, Saryuja, and you get your chain block. But now we're not playing Solar, so there's no need to open this. It's not good. But the rest of it's kind of standard. I've seen some people playing one of this. Don't do that. That's a bad idea. Don't do that. You need this for the grind games to add back. You definitely need to play 2. We're playing 2 Phantasmes. You don't have to play them. I'm at 41 because I'm playing 2. But, I mean, it's just good. When you open those brick hands, you're going against Salamangreat or whatever, and you're going second. It's good to fix your hands. Sky Strikers, you can special it off of Heavenly Spheres, and they can't target your stuff with Widow Anchor and whatnot. So, I mean, it's just a good card. Gives you another dragon target if you draw your other dragons that you want to summon. Levianeer. Obviously 3 of those. Best card in the deck to me, or in my opinion. This card's ridiculous. Konami, please do not hit this card. Let me keep playing this card. I'm tired of hearing all the Yu-Gi-Oh players. Konami, hit this card. It's busted. Shut up. They want to ban every good card. Don't hit this card, please. 1 Brotor, obviously.
LP combo.
Yeah, LP combo. 1 Diablos. Your white and black dragon. Yeah, they're at 1, but they're still nuts. This is how we dump our Thunders. I'm thinking about maybe switching the deck up a little bit, but really the only switch I would make is finding room for another one of these. This allows you to, like, say they somehow pop your Draco. This lets you get another dragon on board, and it helps you dump your Roar or your Dark or whatever, so that you can then banish it off the Levianeer. Because one of the bigger problems I noticed before I started playing this was you would start to build your board, and everything was going all good, but at the end, it was hard to end on your Colossus, especially end on your Colossus and get a plus off of your Thunders. You would have to like just discard a vanilla and then special, or the OG and then special it, and then that wouldn't even trigger your Diablo. So you discard your Dark, add another one, and then tribute it to make your Colossus, so that you can special your Diablos. But then you're not getting the add off of the Dark. So this is probably one of the best ways to dump your Thunder. So I'm probably gonna up this to like 2. Probably not 3, just because it's not that needed, and you dig a lot with the dangers and your Sekka's Light. Also, Brotor is super important, so you need to play this, because the way I do the combo is when I get to, say I don't get 2 level 4 dragons to make the LP and the Pisty with the Land Fornicus up here, I'll make the LP with the triple burst, and then special this off the LP, target Brotor, target the LP, add Black Dragon, then just summon the Black Dragon, banishing Levianeer, Land Fornicus or whatever, and then link all 4 of those into a Saryuja, so that you can chain block your Saryuja like in the old days, and then you make your Piss. Then you get 2 other monsters on board, which is easy with dangers and Saryuja's effect. Then you make your Pitsy and your Argapane, so on and so forth. And then the last 3 cards in the main deck, of course, Sekka's Light, best spell card in the game.
Draw 2 cards.
Yeah, Pot of Greed, busted.
And recycle something you don't want in your hand.
Yeah, fix your hand. That's super busted as well. Extra deck, 1 Magius, you need it for the Crusadias, Land Fornicus. Some people are playing B-Cop. I could probably play B-Cop, but there's really just, I find no need to play the B-Cop just because I have plenty of darks. It's kind of hard to get the lights engraved now. Whereas used to, I'd have a lot of lights and no darks, but there's no need to play the B-Cop because I don't play Boil Sword or Boil Load, so there's really no need to make sure I have an effect linked to. 1 Pitsy, 1 LP, obviously Guardragon combo, your 1 Argapane, 1 Triple Burst, double Saryuja, Heavenly Spheres, Phoenix, Unicorn. So I thought about trying to work in Appaloosa, but here down you need all of this, and then this obviously you need because some back row decks hurt depending on what they're activating, and then you just need this for utility. Sometimes you just like, it doesn't come up every game, but the games that it does come up, it's super important. So I don't want to take this out to put in the Appaloosa, because like Appaloosa is only good to like end on your beginning board, whereas this is for the grind games if they break your board or if the duel's just going on forever. And I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I actually had pondered dropping one of the Saryujas because the way you do the combo now, you don't really make the first Saryuja without making your Guardragons first. But if they stop your combo, you need the second Saryuja to fix your hands and try and keep going. Synchro, you got your Hot Red. So if we play Crystal Wing, I like to have the more generic card. I just feel like it's better. Either way, you're only getting one negate, whereas if somebody drops it evenly on you, Crystal Wing's doing nothing. You're just crying, wishing it was a Hot Red. Hope Harbinger and Double Colossus, and then for 3, obviously. Pretty much the usual extra deck. For the side, shout out Trey. This is his Scarlight. It's Ghost Italian?
French.
Ghost French. That thing's beautiful. I love this card. I had an ulti, but I got rid of it. I wish I still had it. But he's cool enough to let me borrow it. I've won a few games with this actually in time. This card's ridiculous. You just side out the Hot Red, or if you're worried you might still need the Hot Red, you just side out like a Unicorn or something, because when you're close to time, you're not grinding out anyway. You just side out the Unicorn and throw this in there. 2 draws. I might bump it to 3, probably not. I don't really have the room. I'd have to not play Gamma, and that's not gonna happen. But this is really good now. I'm not playing Lancia because of the Crusadias against the Thunder Dragons, and I'm not that worried anymore about Orcus, because the problem I felt like Thunder Dragons had with Orcus, you could pop all the back row and whatnot. It was the fact that you had to invest so many resources into it to do all that, and then they would just send 2 of your cards, and so that's what would really make you lose. So I'm not that worried about it anymore, since it's basically just Bomber Turbo. That's pretty easy out with Thunder Dragons, and this pretty much kills you. And it's good against destroys pendulums, amazing against Sky Striker. So yeah, 2 draws, 2 gnomes for for the Orcus. You're really good against Salamangreat. You just hit like the Spinny or the Gazelle, and then that basically just leaves them on a subpar board that's extremely easy to break, and then you just break it and kill them. Then you got Gamma Package. I had sided this out for like maybe 1 tournament, just testing it because I was tired of drawing the brick, but it's just too amazing. Sometimes you just drop that Gamma on the first monster effect they activate, and then it's just game over. Sometimes they don't even pass it back to you, they just scoop it up right there because they have nothing else they can do. And if they make Dweller or whatever, and you know what I mean, you side this in like game 2 or 3, even though they're like, even if you're going first, if you're worried about them having a Lancer, you could just keep just this in and side out like the Phantasmes or whatever. When they Lance you just Gamma if they're idiots. They Lance you when you activate Seconds Light or something. But yeah, if they make a Dweller like against Salad, you just Gamma the Dweller, because they have to do it on standby phase or else like it's kind of useless. So you just Gamma the Dweller and then kill them. 3 Pankratops. I wasn't playing this before. I think I was playing Veilers. But I don't know. Going second against Pendulums, it's like really good. You can bait out like if you like. I've even opened this with Bro Tour against Pendulums and against Crusadia, and I would like activate the effect to pop their card, and they negate and destroy it, and I just go cool Bro Tour effect, special summon, and then kill them that way. Plus, it gives you like a beat stick if you have like a Seconds Light. Just beat over the FA Dawn Dragster, tribute, target the Vortex or the whatever, the Jackal, and then negate and destroy it, and then you just Bro Tour and then kill them. And 3 Twin Twisters to round it all off because of Mystic Mine. That great card for such terrible players. You break their board skillfully, and then they're like, oh cool, I can't beat you now, so Mystic Mine, do you have an out? No, you lose. So this is for Mystic Mine, pretty much Mystic Mine or Dracos. That's about the only back row deck I ever really sided in for. Everybody else, I'm like, I'd rather have the plus off Seconds Light. I'm gonna break your board anyways. So yeah, that's the deck profile.
Appreciate the deck profile, Wes, and the detailed explanations, and we'll see you guys next time.